everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Reen. Say hi to Noli. Hello, Noli. So what I'm going to be doing today is an introduction video. I made a video last time and I really didn't give you guys anything about myself. I never vlogged before. I never thought I'd be vlogging. So everything was new to me and it was happening so fast. So what I decided to do was go back, do an introduction video, give you guys a little bit on me, or maybe a lot, whatever you prefer. And I do encourage you guys to get in the comments and ask more questions. If you feel like I missed anything, feel free. I'm an open book. I'm here to be transparent. I'm not here to sugarcoat. And I'm here to just, be as open as possible. And maybe in my doing so, I'm helping someone else. So, all right. So, to begin. Hello everybody, my name is Reen. I'm 30 years old. I'll be 31 in December. Capricorn, stand up. And I am TTC. For those of you who don't know what that means trying to conceive. So a little bit of background information on me. Growing up, I always had very heavy cycles, very irregular and very painful. So that didn't change. That was over the course of years. So when I got old enough to take myself to the doctor, I did. And they would just do a pap smear, tell me everything is fine, and prescribe me birth control. And that happened again and again and again. So I got a little older and I moved to Atlanta, Georgia. I go to a hospital here that's supposed to be really good because at the time I didn't have insurance. And they do an ultrasound, and the lady reading me the results then came to me and told me that I had a tube blocked, one tube. That's all she said, one tube. So, I'm trying to find out the next course of action. What does that mean? And she says to me, we don't bat an eye unless both tubes are blocked. What? So I leave out of there, never to return again. I decided I'm going to find a doctor who's a specialist, and I did. So I go and I see her, and I explained to her what was found. She didn't even want their documents. She said, I'm going to start over and come and find my own, come to my own conclusion. So she does her ultrasound and lets me know that she found blockage in not only one tube, but both. And she saw what looks like cysts and fluid. So she says, we want to do a lap surgery, the periscopic surgery, to remove the cysts and to open them up because we know you want to have a baby eventually. So I was like, definitely. So we schedule it, and we have the surgery September. And when she goes in, she also notices that there are excess tissue around this area that she's clearing up. So I'm like, where did the tissue come from? Like, I know the fluid, I know the cysts, but what is this about the tissue? She didn't mention anything at that time. So I go home and do more research because that's what I do. So I'm looking up and I'm finding things that says like endometriosis, and that's the way that it's diagnosed, is when you have a lap surgery. That's the only way it's diagnosed. And I'm like, why didn't she diagnose me with that? So I'm like, maybe I have it, maybe I don't. The symptoms are adding up, but she went in and she didn't diagnose me. So fast forward, I had the lap surgery, everything was cleared. So now, months later, you know, nothing's happening. I'm still not getting pregnant. She schedules me an HSG test, and it says that both my tubes are blocked once again. So that was devastating to hear. I was like, what the heck? Everything I've been doing, nothing's happening, you know? And at that time, now she's starting to talk about endometriosis. But she was clear with me and she let me know I'm not a specialist in endometriosis. I don't know much about it, but I think that's what you have. I was like, duh, lady. I figured this out years ago. Not years, plural, but you know what I mean. So she hands me a card for IVF. And I'm like, hold up. I'm not going to see no endocrinologist. I can't afford that. Like, what are you saying? You're giving up. You're not even trying. Like, you don't even want to have another surgery. You don't even want to put me on Clomid, you know, and I'm not a doctor. I'm just talking. I'm just reading all this stuff and it's in my brain. And I'm like, you didn't do this, you didn't do this, you didn't do this. And she lets me know that, you know, my tubes are blocked again. She doesn't know in what condition they are in. So if I do get pregnant, I could end up having an ectopic pregnancy. So she doesn't want to put me on Clomid. And that makes a lot of sense. I don't want to end up having an ectopic pregnancy. I don't want to end up more messed up than I came. So I sat on it for a while and then I decided I'm going to do IVF. I don't know if my tubes are blocked. To me, I've put in a consistent 2 years of trying since I've had the lap surgery. So, you know, it's time to try something different. So, I go in, I do my consultation. I find out from someone, because I talk to people about my situation a lot. It helps me feel better about it. And you never know who's going through the same thing or who has information to offer you. And lo and behold, one of my customers offered me some information and told me to check my insurance. I checked my insurance for my company and they cover, not only do they cover the diagnostics, they cover the procedure up to $15,000. I was blessed and fortunate. And so I was like, it's a go. So I have currently started IVF. And that's how I ended up where I am now. And later on, you'll get to meet my honey. He's at work right now. And he has been my rock through this whole process. I've always wanted kids. And that's actually extremely important. Like, if you didn't want kids, I'm not dating you. Like, it's a wrap. And so being in this position right now is very hard for me. But because he's so supportive, you know, it helps because he sees my desire to want to be a mom and he allows me to do all these crazy tricks. This is before I knew I was going to end up here. I'm doing steam baths. I'm doing yoni pearls. I'm doing all types of teas and everything like that. And I'm okay with that. But he was so supportive in that. And he just allowed me to do everything I needed to do. And he had my back the entire way. I told him when we first got together, this is what I'm doing. And either you with me or you against me. And he chose to be with me. And I appreciate that. So you'll get to meet him. His name is David. And he's going to be on this journey with me. He's been on this journey with me consistently since I've had my lap surgery. He does have a son prior to us being together. And that's how I knew, like, I always knew I was the one who was hindering the process. If if like, how can I say that? Like, I was the one who, he can have kids. I can have them too. I just need a little help. Um, so this is new to me. We're gonna learn together. We're gonna grow together. I'm gonna document everything that I can. If I miss something, I'm sorry. Write it in the comments, and I will definitely answer the questions that you may have. Like I said, I've always wanted to be a parent. I love all my nieces and nephews. I think I'm their second mom. Um, and I never thought I'd be vlogging. So this is new. Uh, so bear with me as I grow in my IVF journey and as I grow in my vlogging journey. I'm just asking that you guys support me, like, share, subscribe. Um, Nothing but positivity on this page. I want us to inspire each other. I want us to learn from each other. I want us to encourage each other to keep going, and talk about it. I've gotten through this by talking about it. You know, I'm not that person who's like, shh, keep it a secret, keep it a secret. I tell customers that come into my job, if we're open like that, if we're talking, and you would be surprised how much information they have to offer me. You would be surprised. Like, and that's why I don't keep anything to myself, because I'm blocking my own blessing. If I wouldn't have opened my mouth and said what I said to this one particular customer, she wouldn't have told me that her daughter was, she conceived through IVF and how she got it, and gave me the steps on what I need to do to see if it's in my insurance plan. So, yeah, you're not going to get a closed mouth from me. I'm going to talk, I'm going to scream it from the mountaintops. I'm very I feel very blessed to be on this journey. And the reason why I feel blessed is because at first I looked at it like, what's wrong with me? I'm a woman. I can't even do what a woman is supposed to do. Why are my reproductive organs failing me right now? And everybody around me just getting pregnant on accident. And I got to deal with people saying they don't want their child, you know? And here I am struggling to have what you don't want. But now I'm blessed to be on this journey because I know I can encourage my fellow sisters that are trying to conceive and keep us up, keep us lifted, keep us motivated, keep us pushing through. I'm here. He's given me my purpose. So definitely support me as I will be supporting every single one of you. I am an open book. I have always been that way. So let's get started. Thank y'all for watching.